Good morning or afternoon. This is an all signs reading for August 2nd, Saturday, August 2nd. Just getting into your energies. I did pull some message cards. What came out was unknown caller. I wish I could, but. And then some Lettermans over here. I just want to show you these. So the first one that came out was the stork. This is about, well, in between the other cards because the man came out and the key came out. This really goes with the energy that's going on right now. Of, assertiveness, confidence. I think this is for a man or a woman. I think the man is inconsequential in this situation. I think this is about the birth of an idea or a business, and that it is the right one, it is the right fit. It's the right fit. If you're watching this reading and you have the feeling that if your heart's pulling you in a certain direction or your inspiration is pulling you in a certain direction, I think you should follow it. But we'll get more on that. Who's the unknown caller? And I wish I could, but we're gonna find out. These decks are pre-shuffled. Let's see what Spirit has for us today. All of us, all signs. Spirit, what should we be aware of today, August 2nd? Hanged Man. I can't help but to notice man and man. Men. Spirit. Unknown caller, Spirit. Unknown caller. Crossing energy, 8 of Wands. Something's moving fast, which is in direct opposition to the Hanged Man. 2 of Swords. Confusion or decision, depending on 4 of Cups. I wish I could, but King of Cups. I wish I could. I wish I could, but the Fool. Somebody is ignoring advice, gossip. They're ignoring it. They're ignoring the advice that they're getting from people regarding something in their life that feels right. They wish they could, but 7 of Pentacles. I'm not taking those cards. There's too many. But that Queen of Pentacles really, really wanted to come out. All right. Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, somebody's ignoring. Yeah. Enough of this hanging upside down and following advice, following the traditions, how things are done. Somebody is saying goodbye to conformity and tradition, and they are saying yes to what seems to be turning into love, the moon in reverse. The moon in reverse. Unknown caller. Unknown caller. This isn't an unknown caller. They think they're unknown. Judgment. Woo! I need more. Okay. I have to get into this energy. You have been suppressing your knowing, but something outside of yourself is inspiring change quickly. And you're like holding your head because you've got so much going on in there. What will people think? What are they saying? What did I say? Is that going to conflict with what I said the last time? What will people say? And yet, do you ever hear, here I go, I'm going to botch another idiom, saying, metaphor, whatever it's called. The pain of the problem becomes greater than the pain of the solution. You guys know that saying? That's what I'm feeling here. More on the King of Cups spirit. Five of Cups in reverse. Okay. Somebody is taking a chance. And they've had time to evaluate someone in some way, okay? Doesn't matter what the genders are, so it doesn't matter, but I have to use something, okay? And this could be reversed, but you have something to offer, okay? And you are throwing caution to the winds. You're so sick of thinking about what to do and what people will think, and you're understanding, because you've been observing, learning, that there's someone that you see as being your sanctuary, your other half, somebody that is the key to your lock, somebody that you can grow with. What's the I wish I could, but let me just grab this deck. I wish I could, but what? What's that about, Spirit? Oh, the Hermit. Because it's a secret. You know something, or you feel something, And I guess, you know, I feel like you are, you know, well, I think we're all a bit concerned about how our actions are going to affect other people. But tell me more about this King of Cups. Clarify the King of Cups, Spirit. King of Cups, Spirit. King of Cups, Spirit. Because something's coming out. Something's coming out of the... Something's going from unknown to known. Judgment. And it's the end of some sort of loneliness and disappointment. So this is great. I just don't understand entirely. Oh, okay. You feel like a page, but you're a king. You know how they say, another one, guys, that the quietest person in the room is sometimes the smartest person in the room. Yeah, you have a lot to offer. You're starting to figure that out. But you don't see yourself as a king, and you're a page. And you've been very patient in the area of love. You're building a lot. You've been building a lot. You have so much love to give, but you haven't been giving it in a direct way to someone else. You're very private too. Yeah, 5 of Cups, but now the 5 of Cups, yes, okay. So what I'm feeling is that the reason that the King of Cups thinks he's a Page of Cups is because he believes that he's choosing to be alone. But he's choosing to be alone because he's afraid. But he understands that he has a lot to offer, and he's ready to offer it, and he has somebody in mind. And they're a great match. They seem like a great pair, and we know it's going to work out. And somebody is coming out of the shadows. This is the past. I wish I could, but unknown caller. Somebody can be observing from afar. Somebody can, and this is not in a creepy way. This is in a cautious way, doing research. Okay. Oh, all right. Oh my goodness. Okay. Whew. Yeah, another 7 of Pentacles. You're evaluating, making a choice. You know what you want. You want this 4 of Wands. You want this to stay private because the last time you announced something that meant a lot to you, people gave you the evil eye. They didn't support you. They started gossip. You were very generous with someone in the past. Very generous. you might have paid some of their bills, let them live in your home, you know, without contributing any money. You may have taught them everything that you know. You may have given them so much that they left the relationship with more than they came in with, but you didn't feel like you got that out of the relationship. You may have a child with someone that it didn't work out with. You may have, maybe you don't have as much money as you used to because you're supporting two different households. Maybe this could be a person who's really fearful of being public about a new relationship or a budding new relationship because they have an ex-spouse or, you know, ex-boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, that will be vindictive or spiteful, and you don't want that. You want this to be protected. You know, when I look at the stork, I think of that stork. Look, it's standing on top of its nest, like in a protection mode. There's something fragile and meaningful and very, very special, and no one's gonna get to it. No one is going to get to this sacred, perfect fit here, because, you know, you're making sure of that. Tell me more, Spirit, about the Fool. How is this coming about? Oop. Oh, okay, that flipped around. Where did it go? Where did it go? Okay. Ace of Swords. Okay. Somebody's gonna text someone or call them or message them, whatever. Go show up at their house. They're ready, and they're so ready that they're thinking that if they don't do it right now, they're gonna lose their nerve. And there might be something to that, by the way, because it looks like I wish I could, but I'm unknown. Maybe right now, you know, Lionsgate's open. You know, now is the time. Yeah. Somebody is really concerned that if they are open about the way that they are living their life or something that they're really passionate about, that there will be some sort of consequence. You know, maybe you know, this is the first thing that's coming to mind, but maybe somebody will be requested to pay more child support if they have a girlfriend, or, you know, vice versa. So they've been so concerned about that they've been like turning away from their heart and what they want. And that's been really hard for them, for you. So we know that everything's coming out. And we know that the judgment is that the heartbreak is ending. So, Spirit, tell us more about the moon in reverse. Spirit, moon in reverse. What can we tell? Judgment to clarify the moon in reverse. You have nothing to worry about, friend. This is a stamp of approval from Spirit. Oh, let me cover these bodies. This is a stamp of approval. You must follow this desire that you have. It's your truth. No amount of money could ever fill in the gap of a broken heart, of an unfulfilled life purpose, of a life that's not authentic to you. You know what this makes me think of? It makes me think of these athletes that are wildly financially successful. But professional sports is not, I mean, it's getting better, but professional sports doesn't leave any room for diversity. And that's not how things work in nature, by the way. So how absurd is that? So this could be a situation where somebody just got a contract and, and they're in love with another person, same sex, okay? And they're afraid that if they live their truth, which is what they want, it's what all signs are pointing towards, that maybe they'll lose their brand sponsorship, they'll lose their livelihood type deal. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. All of the, going with this example, which feels like more than an example. Yeah, you've been playing soccer, just using an example, since you were like 4. And now you're a professional. You do it on a professional level. You're a professional athlete. And this nest, every single little branch in there represents a sacrifice that you made to get where you are. And you're very protective, right? But you're in love, or you're starting to feel like you can't turn away from a desire. And you're ready to let it out. Spirit, what's the advice? The advice is to get ahead of it. Think PR, all right? Own your truth. You own your truth. You set the narrative. You frame it. Before it comes out as a surprise. I mean, you're going to be okay. You're going to be okay either way. But I think that you've done so much work in your life to get where you are. Don't leave this detail up to other people. Because it can't go on like this anymore. Maybe that's what you're sensing. Oof. I want to give you an oracle card because I didn't do any of those. Where are they? Where are my oracle cards, guys? I'm so sorry. I don't know where they went. Just give me one sec. We'll use these guys, okay. Oh no, my teddy bear. All right, that's okay. All right. Okay, so somebody is going to go from being unknown to known. There's no more wishing you could. You're doing it. You're flying away from that nest. And it's going to be okay. Because it is meant to be. Spirit, a message of advice for the viewers of this video today, August 2nd, during the Lion's Gate. She-Wolf, unleash the wild within, and Shaolin Master. Be graceful in movement and action. This could be a person who's in martial arts even. Judo, jiu-jitsu, something to that effect. Yeah, look at this grasshopper. Hey, I don't know why I'm feeling drawn to say this, but not everybody is born in the right body. There's far more people that feel that way than you'd think, okay? In case you haven't figured it out yet, what you look like, the costumes that you wear, the uniforms that you wear, they're not who you are. They're only, well, it could be an expression of who you are, or it could be a mask. And that's okay. That's okay, as long as you know who you are and you're being true to yourself. The moon again, huh? It's time for you to show who you are, because it's going to be graceful. It's going to inspire people. It's going to inspire people. It's not going to scare people like you might think. It's going to inspire them. I think it's just more evidence that, yeah, you might be different, but you know something that other people don't. There's a duality here. A duality that has become integrated and can no longer be hidden. It's coming out. And I think that you should be the one to make the announcement in the way that you want it to be framed. All right, that's your reading. Thank you so much if you listened until the end. And take care of yourselves. Bye.